Well, what a surprise. The day before is a disaster. It actually came out in early access yesterday on Steam. Honestly, the only part that's surprising about this whole saga to me is that the game actually released. I thought it was just gonna keep on getting delayed and delayed and delayed and eventually get cancelled or something like that. But it's honestly incredible. The whole thing around this game has just been incredible. Like, I always knew in the back of my mind, and I think a lot of people did, in fairness, it's not like I'm some messiah. A lot of people knew that this game, there was something seriously off about this game. I've been keeping up with the saga, watching Force Gaming's videos on it since he first started talking about it, and the whole thing has just been honestly insane. But yeah, I actually tried to play the game yesterday and I couldn't get into a game, so tried for 47 minutes, gave up, and yeah, just haven't tried since. Deleted the game back off my PC. Would highly recommend not buying this, at least in its current state, and probably it will never get to a state where it's going to be worth the purchase. But don't even buy this as like a jokey thing, because that just like helps support these developers doing things like this, honestly. And yeah, honestly, I think pretty much everyone refunded the game that bought it. Some people probably searched for a match for too long to actually bloody refund the thing, but overall, let's dive in and talk about the whole Day Before saga. So the Day Before is a complete disaster. It's much worse than you could even imagine. Because the bugs is one thing, it's an early access game, there's gonna be bugs, they're to be expected, but honestly some of them are pretty funny. As you can see from the clip I have on screen right now, Game Riot had issues 5 seconds in. He started falling through the map, and he also had another game-breaking bug before he finally got in and was able to actually play the game. But yeah, at least he actually got in. As I said, I sat in the lobby for 45 minutes and got error after error. But like I said, all that is to be expected these days for an MMO in early access, as sad as that is. Plenty of games have had rough launches and turned it around, but those games had the groundwork for something. This game has absolutely nothing. Like I said, I literally didn't even get a chance to play it before deleting it, but I watched a few hours of gameplay. I watched Force Gaming play it, I watched Game Riot play it, and that was enough to know that this game has a completely vapid open world. The combat looks wholly unsatisfying, and there's literally just nothing to do. You come across enemies fairly rarely, and when you do, performance drops, and you start dropping to like 10 FPS when there's some zombies around. It's not like Days Gone where you're getting surrounded by 100 zombies. There's maybe 1 or 2, and they start chasing you, and you shoot them, and then that's that. And also, the game simply isn't an MMO, you know? They marketed this game as a massively multiplayer online game, and it isn't. It's a pathetic extraction shooter, and that kind of is just shady marketing. It's bad. It's not just bad marketing, it's a scam. And I don't feel bad saying this game is a scam. I don't think the game is just bad. I do believe that this game is a scam. They purposefully, not personally, they purposefully deceived people to get them to try and buy the game or play the game or get some hype around this game. They definitely purposely deceived people, and you can see now that they're starting to get a little bit worried, because Fantastic have started scrubbing their channel, their YouTube channel, to hide evidence of the fake The Day Before game they marketed. So you can see here on this tweet, the left is from today and the right is from earlier this year. There was a lot more videos of The Day Before that have been marketed that have now been deleted off the channel, and that is why I agree with this tweet, Nick Calandra here, that I have zero problem describing this game as a full-blown scam now. It's honestly incredible how teams think they'll get away with this. Like, I don't know if this team genuinely thought they had a shot of making a great game and stumbled along the way. And, you know, if that is the case, you need to own up to it. You need to kind of completely delay the game, push it out 2 years or so, say you need a lot more time. But they didn't do that. They delayed it a few times, and they kind of just brushed it under the rug a little bit. Any talk about it being a scam and stuff like that, they would fight back against on Twitter, and they would literally say, we're not a scam, we're just a small team that is working hard on this game. But the fact of the matter is, you marketed this game in a way that made it seem like it was so much more than it actually is. And this is like No Man's Sky times 10, you know? And they actually did have the platform for a good game. They oversold and didn't deliver, but they had the product to actually turn it around. This game, as I said, legitimately has nothing. The creativity is not there. There's nothing there with this game. It's a complete and utter sham of a game, and I feel bad for anyone who bought this game and was genuinely excited about it. I played it knowing that it was probably going to be an absolute shit show. Well, I didn't actually play it. I tried to play it knowing it was going to be an absolute shit show, just because I was kind of curious, you know. And there's a lot of people that are probably curious that actually do think that this is going to be, or they did think it was going to be, some sort of decent game, because I saw people talking about this. Like yesterday when it came out, and there was actual gameplay of it, and people were actually playing it, I saw so many people going, yes, I always knew this was a real game, and I always believed in it. And I found that quite sad to actually witness and watch. Like, you really thought that this was going to be a game that would kind of excite you and make you happy, like, but it's not. It's absolute garbage. And I feel like you might think I'm being harsh here, but I don't think I'm being harsh enough in some ways. It's one thing to release a bad game, you know? A lot of people release bad games, they come back and they release good games in the future, but everything about this is shady, it's wrong, and there's so much more than just releasing a bad, buggy, broken game here. There's so much more to it than that. And that is the problem. I just thought I'd do a short video letting you know my experience with the day before. Don't buy this game. If you have bought this game and you've played less than 2 hours, please do refund it and get your money back, because it's a complete waste of money. And I would highly recommend staying far, far clear of it until you hear otherwise. And I doubt that that will be happening anytime soon. Thanks for watching. Check out my video about the Game Awards and all the best games, where you can actually see some great new games here on the screen. I did a full video breaking down my favorite games from the Game Awards. Check it out, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.